5?
Yeah,
No, this is number 6. Oh,
Yeah.
number 6. Hello, everybody.
6 times chatting away, man. In your basement.
Yeah, it's a good basement.
Great basement. One of the best
One of the best
basements.
basements. Nice piece of wood. You can't see it, but there's a pillar here. And Michael.
Beam holding up the floor joist.
Yeah, holding up the earth. Michael, the fiddler, noticed. He's like, wow, man, that's a great beam.
Yeah, built up beam, too.
Saw that beam myself.
Yeah, the first owner probably said that to himself as he enjoyed a pipe full of tobacco in his unheated home.
He's like, I don't got much, but I got this beam.
That's about it, man. Just chugging back whiskey. His teeth are falling out. Oh, good times, man. The pioneer days.
Yeah. So, how have you been, man?
I've been swell.
We were just upstairs talking.
Yeah.
A lot going on.
Yeah, on the micro and macro for sure. And like when there's a lot going on in your life, it feels like the whole world has a whole lot going on. And quite frankly, that's actually an accurate depiction of the world right now. Like, who doesn't have a whole lot going on right now? Some people don't, and, you know, God bless them. Hopefully you get something going for you. But not only does it seem like the majority of people can't keep up with the program, but the program's on overload, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you try uploading that fucking data file.
Yeah.
You know,
all
system
gas,
error.
no brakes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. You just kind of... Yeah, I've heard people say that, saying that you're like racing towards the cliff.
Yeah, that's why you got to take a step back and realize that you're racing towards a cliff and walk the other way.
Take a second. Take a breath.
Just because the herd of penguins is going cliff diving doesn't mean you have to go cliff diving off.
Yeah.
You know.
Just because we want to make Jurassic Park doesn't mean we should make Jurassic Park.
I mean, it would be pretty cool to roll with dinosaurs, but
yeah,
probably a really bad idea at the same time.
Yeah, so you were saying there's this heaviness.
And quite frankly, like, that is obviously me projecting how I feel. You know,
that's true.
You know, but then
I was feeling pretty good yesterday and today.
That's awesome. Yeah, and I just got in the door. You know, I had a long day, so at that moment I was feeling heavy, and then I was reflecting upon the state of the world and whatnot. But now that I've kind of taken a moment to decompress and gather my thoughts, I don't feel that same heaviness. It's the same as it always is, right? You have to be in control and consistently regulating your own modus operandi. You know, you got to be...
like downwards.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's what we talk about all the time, just having that discipline and self-control.
Well, and I guess just seeing the Trump stuff and the extra craziness that it brings to people really... Man, people reacting.
People talk about Trump like he's the only guy doing this, though.
Yeah.
It's like, it's such an enormous base of individuals and corporations that are interconnected, that are enacting everything that is occurring.
And all the actual planners that are like behind Trump making these plans.
People make it seem like he's some Chinese emperor god king. We already got one of those in the East.
Yeah.
You know, but even that guy, he's got a huge
posse.
Behind him. You know, it's not. No one has absolute power.
Yeah, a lot of
humans
moving parts.
Yeah. Like, people call Trump a dictator, and they're like, it's fascism. It's like, you don't even know what fascism means, dude. Like, it's preposterous. He's a Nazi. Do you even know what National Socialism is? Probably not. And we're democratic. It's like, well, if you actually look by definition what a democracy is and you refer that to our society, we are very far from democratic. Yeah. You know. We're actually a parliamentarian system.
A kleptocracy
Yeah.
where you're just constantly stealing from others.
It's a financial oligarchy, you know,
Yeah.
where lobbyists really have more power than anything else.
Globalized monopoly.
Politicians send out a message that people eat up. If it's a message they want to hear, they vote, and then they have no control over their lives for the next 4 years.
Yeah.
As policies pass behind closed doors that you are not voting on whatsoever, so you just cast your vote one time, and then like everything's occurring, and you have no say over it. And go to your town hall meetings and whatnot. But
it's frustrating and annoying. And not that I really want to go into like a discussion of politics, but like we know that sometimes you vote and then they'll say everything you want to hear.
Nothing happens.
And nothing happens, and they don't do it, and you're like, oh, so you weren't really in control. No, we're speaking about the like shadow governments and puppeteers that are like actually making these bigger, decisions and stuff, and it's like
follow the money.
We're not really having an effect with these perceived votes, So it's annoying and frustrating, and I see why the world is reacting in a way that's like, hey, man. This is not fair. This is not just. This doesn't make sense. Well, yeah, it's because it's not trying to.
Alas, the world is but a stage.
So, anyways, on the personal level, yeah, drowning out that crazy noise and then focusing on your own health and your own well-being.
That's pretty important.
Giving thankful for the stuff that you could think about and be like, dude, yeah, joining in the chorus of rage or whatever.
Yeah, that's just drowning out who you are as an individual and making you more susceptible to negative emotion, right? It's not like you're reinforcing yourself whatsoever.
No.
You're not bettering yourself in that regard whatsoever, but, I'm guilty of that all the time, man. It's like we're addicted, and we are, to a degree, to negative emotion. That's why people, watch the news. That's why people gather around hit and runs. That's why people just don't assist when there's a crime being committed. Well, that's more in modern times, I'd say. But
the rage bait, clickbait thing of social media is precisely almost to get you riled up and to take sides.
Because you spend more energy consuming it when you're riled up. You go tunnel vision, right?
Yeah, so that's not good for anybody.
Back up off of that, back up off of that. And that's what I was talking to a couple of my buddies about the other day. That's the new major detox of the coming generations is going to be technological detox. Because that is one addiction that each modern human possesses. Mm-hmm. And it is so... Oh, man, it's eerily invisible in our own lives, right? We don't even recognize it as we scroll, but, obviously everyone's talking about it now.
Yeah, you might recognize it, that uncomfortable feeling of, when you realize that the screen was, literally 3 inches from your face, and your eyes are blurry.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's sucking your soul.
And ruining your vision.
Yeah.
Literally.
No.
Your eyes are bugging out, and you go to look, and you're like, wow, you can't see into the distance as well. You're like, yeah, it's because you're myopic or whatever.
You can't see into the distance so well. It's because I'm blind, man. Just because I'm blind.
So, yeah, that's, I've heard more people talk about that lately. Taking a break off of the devices. Less is more. Less is more of your life. No, less of that is more of your life back for you to enjoy.
Live your life, man.
Enjoy it.
And discover what it is you even enjoy,
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is it that you enjoy? Do you find more than anything?
Well, I'm on this, personal adventure of figuring out my own health status, I think. And along that journey, I'm enjoying the running. I'm enjoying the music, the working with people, the productions, the writing songs, the camaraderie that's become this household, and my relationship. And Yeah, it feels like supportive. It feels good. It feels like we're on a lot of good. We got a lot of good pokes in the fire or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, I feel like I don't know, my weight is like becoming more just my natural body, I feel like, and I feel lighter when I'm running.
Yes.
And I picked up some iron today because maybe I was iron deficient, not sure, but just taking a little precaution. Going to try some supplements and just see if it makes me feel better. But yeah, I feel good. I was on a natural high from that session yesterday with Michael Ball, fiddler, and Kevin Schofield, working on my first big production for him, and it's coming together real good. And yeah, just music and learning new chords and doing new things. Like I'm still doing it, so that feels good, man. And I think,
Learning, man.
yeah, the drumming with the Odawa. We just had a culture night where we did the drumming, and the guys like, you know, when you're a little bit of pressure's on, you got to perform and like do it. It's like we kind of like rose to the occasion and played tighter than ever and sang stronger than ever, and it was like powerful. So that was another, and it was just like jam packed with like community and like goodness, and yeah, it felt good, felt amazing, you know. So going back to the attitude of gratitude stuff, like I just feel so grateful for all these things that I get to do, and that's a very, yeah, I feel like great blessing and from all these opportunities. What was your question?
Oh, you answered it. I said, what is it that you enjoy? And I meant like in the present. What are you
Yeah,
currently enjoying? And you expanded upon it.
yeah.
And that's just it, right?
Got some guys coming tonight for a sauna.
Yeah, you got
That's-
some guys
that's-
coming.
Doing the sauna with the bros.
The boys.
Well, Sierra wants in on it too, so
Hey,
bro
man, no
and
chicks
girl.
allowed. No chicks allowed, Paul. I'm just joking.
Yeah, no, man, just trying to, I enjoy freaking trying to just promote goodness, wellness, and positive vibrations.
Totally.
Lucky, I feel all the time lucky to have the house and can have a place where we could like do stuff and build stuff and make stuff, which is pretty sweet.
I could say that to Lord Rothschild.
Nah.
Your house.
You would have
peasant.
nothing and be
Yeah.
enjoying your virtual reality headset.
Yeah, I have a zoo in my fucking bedroom, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Those guys are gonna die, man.
We're all gonna
The-
die,
well,
man.
but
You
they're-
gotta appreciate what you got, dude.
We were just talking about that. Lord, why have you forsaken me? What is Rothschild gonna be saying?
Lord, I have forsaken myself.
What have I done with my gold that I should have done? And
Yeah.
like too late.
Yeah, it's like the pharaohs of old and emperors of previous times who would have enormous excavations and palaces built underground for them. And we take so many worldly possessions. They
And
even
workers.
kill
Make the
people
workers
precisely.
die with them. That's crazy.
Yeah, so that they could serve them in the afterlife, and that even occurred even with common folk. A lot of
Think of the crazy egomania going on there. Here's
Yeah.
what you're gonna do.
yeah,
You're actually gonna stay in the tomb with me
yeah, man,
and just die of thirst.
yeah,
Because I'm the greatest.
yeah.
More gold, please.
Yeah, dust
like-
in the wind, man. That's all we are. And I think it checks out pretty quickly when we pass, from this body. Like, you never had anything to begin with. You're just your spirit inhabiting this vessel. As soon as that vessel is punctured or it gives
Yeah.
out, your spirit is gone.
Start doing the life review with the couple angels there. And they're like, ooh.
I've never done
You
a
get-
life review. Well, I'm alive still, so I guess.
Yeah, no. Near-death experience type thing.
Yeah.
They start showing you a bunch of the stuff. Like,
Oh, yeah, I'm ready for that one. I'm ready for that one. Oof.
they're like, here's a chapter
I
Your
was trying to
drinking
forget
chapter,
that.
you're like, nah, I'd
Can't
rather
forget that, buddy.
did a couple miserable things. Yeah.
Only human. You know, you gotta pay the piper. You got a penance to do after a while, and it's all about recognition of the, harms you may have done to yourself and others. You gotta like recognize that and then absolve. Atone for your sins ultimately for your own negative past. Like that's actually interesting enough what I've been working on over the past like over a year now, just working on that. And in that regard too, like that's like been my primary focus more than anything else, has just been like actually being mindful of everything. I've kind of done a life review, like everything that I've done in the past that has led up to this moment in time, and trying to work through that and where my mind was at that time. And my mind wasn't even there. I was completely unwilling to accept responsibility for my own mind and my own actions, so I just obliterated myself consistently. And when you recognize that, when you break that pattern and you come back into it, you're just in awe of how simple life really is when you're present at all times, And I guess the penance you pay in that regard too is actually being responsible, being conscious for your life and your actions and your words, and definitely going forward and shifting that polarity too, right? Trying to leave as much of a positive message and trail in your wake wherever you flow.
How do you feel when you're in like that present moment where you're like there and you're not somewhere else? Do you feel like what is your self voice saying, or is there some sort of like inner dialogue that you have that kind of makes you aware of that, or
recognition
of
first
like
and foremost,
being in the moment?
Yeah,
of your like
you snap out of like the unconscious state when you're like I always am aware of that when I'm feeling negative externally, and I'm like, why am I feeling this way? What's going on? And you're looking like outside for an answer when the answer's inside, right? So then you shift that inwards, and then you can recognize, oh, this is because I'm actually disconnected from my heart and I'm putting everything in my mind. So I'm not actually feeling any of the negative emotions that are really affecting me currently. It's all stagnant in my mind. And as a result of that, it's just looping more negative feedback, right? So you got to disconnect from that, go back to your heart. And then from there, you can like break out of it entirely based off
what
of
what do you do in those moments, the breakout part? Do you like pray, or do you like,
do I pray?
or
Yes.
do you know, like in those moments,
Well, first and foremost,
do you know when those moments usually happen, like when you're driving, or like do you
a lot of the time I'm like unconsciously driving because I'm just going through with it, and then sometimes there's an aha moment. But when I'm actually having like a breakthrough, it's typically when there's something like bothering me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I recognize that I'm looking outwards for a solution to my problem, but the solution is inwards. And then internal dialogue will take place at that point. And I'll come to grips with what it is that's truly affecting me and work through that.
So you kind of do the like little inventory of yourself, what you're feeling.
Precisely. And then like why am I feeling that way? Like what has happened in the past couple of days, week, leading up to that moment that has led me down to that path.
Right.
And then you can typically pinpoint certain moments that occurred that actually stagnated, right? That you were feeling, less than optimistic about. And then you can recognize those, either forgive yourself or just, let that be, whatever it may be, or even forgive others. And then you can release that. It's all about like ultimately forgiveness in that regard too, because we hold on to weight, like emotional negative weight. And then it's just like releasing that is through forgiveness, whether it's of your own or of others. There's no reason to hold on to that because it just stagnates, right? That's dead weight. That's why when people are like in a slump and whatnot, they feel heavy. You're feeling heavy. It's because you're holding on internally.
Yeah, the burdens do feel really heavy.
Yeah. You got to bear your cross in this world, though.
Yeah. Well, and hopefully emancipate yourself from some of those negative burdens or like self-imposed flagellations.
Yeah, we
You
do
know?
most of it to ourselves.
Well, yeah,
And,
that's for sure.
yeah, we're our own worst enemy. Like you can get caught up in the mind so easily. Like you think there's so much pressure on you to perform, and you think a lot of people are paying attention and people, are caring about what it is that's going in within you and whatnot. But no, that's not the case.
Yeah.
It's your own judgment, your own self-analysis that's
A lot
leading
of
into
self-judgment.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been doing better with like my foreshadowing self-awareness of my own slide into like lack of patience. I think that's like the main one, which lack of patience dovetails with like anger pretty quickly. And seeing the setup, it's like, I'm like, there's the setup, so obvious. This is the same shit all the time that fucking drives me crazy. And I see it coming, and then you could see it's like a little domino effect of being like, dude, I know that at the end of this little domino train is going to be an unhappy, kind of cranky, angry, maybe volatile person. So it's like, what is that thing, and is it worth the game to like go there? And I've actually been like, you know what? It's totally okay. The outcome that makes me angry is totally fine, and it's not a big deal. And there's some part of me that has like this useless, contriving little part of myself that is the part that's like annoyed or angry about it, because I don't know what it is. Like
The little self.
the little ego,
it's
or
the
like the
ego,
little stupid part of me that's like, this pisses me off.
Yeah.
And it's like, why though? Because, something really, really dumb usually. And then I feel kind of like an idiot if I do express any kind of upset. And I've been checking it because I was like, I could see like that awareness, and like I'm kind of giving myself a little pat on the back when I do deaccelerate that slide into that negative outcome, which like that's progress,
Yeah, recognition, right?
steering the ship a little bit better to not going into that unconscious tirade type kind of.
And it's interesting how you said that too, because we almost set ourselves up unconsciously, because that's what your ego, what your negative self is looking for, to have that release, because it's feeding off of that negative emotion. So like if you're not acting consciously consistently, you'll find yourself in those patterns.
Pattern, you're setting up the dominoes for the exact same outcome. So it's like not setting up those dominoes.
Yeah, it's like having a toxic relationship with yourself.
It's weird, man. Yeah, so it's kind of like talking about that Professor Jan guy, that idea of reprogramming your behavior in a way. It's like those things are hard, but if you could see what the setup is, and then calibrate whether these reactions are worth it. Is it even like like on the like scale of whether it's worth this type of reaction or this type of reaction? Is it worth an outburst? Probably not. Like what really is worth that outburst? And we do it sometimes when we're driving, and it's like quickly we're like swear at somebody. Is it really like worth it?
It's always a guy in a Dodge minivan too, man.
Is it worth a swear word, or is it just like just another dude, just another guy driving, just another person driving? It's not really something to get upset about, but yeah, we once you're cascading though, and that energy is there, then it's almost impossible not to have that
It's
reaction.
a buildup, right? It's a buildup of tension, and if you're not aware of it, it's going to find an outlet somewhere,
Yeah, especially if you're repressing
yourself,
other angers and other annoyances.
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh, I found a escape route.
Yeah. This is my scapegoat.
This is my time to. There you go.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, good thing I feel mostly quite peaceful.
Yeah. Yeah. That stillness that comes from like just solitude and, you know, sobriety is a huge thing. It's pretty, well, incomprehensibly peaceful.
So do you think we should like pursue more of a like a either a night here of like community or like somewhere that's like bigger than here?
I think everything has its place and time. I
Yeah.
think we have to continue doing what we're doing right now, in regards to like our chats, and then bring in more individuals with interesting, you know, observations and, you know, experts in certain subjects that we can talk with as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it starts like that. And ultimately, if we're gonna pursue something that's more community orientated, I think that'll come into being at the right time. You have to put more energy into something. It's like you know, you don't tell a baby to go mow the lawn. You know what
No,
I mean?
you don't. Whippersnip, maybe.
Yeah. So this is just in its inception phase, and I think we have to be gracious in that regard too. You know.
Yeah, I'd like to
Have
get
some-
that weekly thing, whether it's like a house show type thing or just to get some good energy of
Yeah, it would be nice to bring more artists together.
that live feeling. That would be nice because that's good energy. And if we do it in a way that we know, obviously here, it's going to be a sober event.
Mm-hmm.
We have tea and coffee going, and it's like, and just good music and good recordings. That is a. What could go wrong with that? It's
Build
like-
it and they will come.
That's what I mean.
You know what I'm saying?
Just get back into something like that.
Yeah. You gotta network. Gotta find the right people to bring about.
Yeah,
Gotta go out and play music.
you'll meet all those Ottawa folkies on the
31st. Yeah,
That'll
looking
be a
forward to
good
that.
one. They like the. He came again to pick up his hat, and his wife came in, or his partner, or whoever, and she was like, "Oh yeah, this is a great space." I'm like, "Yeah, I should do like house shows too, or something." She's
Mm-hmm.
like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
So
You have to build an addition.
soon, yeah. Well, I'll just stuff people in for now.
Yeah. But you know, outside of that, because now we're back on the topics and the topic of music, and it's really interesting how like the mainstream of music has lost its spirit. You know, like the best artists are hidden. I find. You know,
Yeah.
they're like tucked away. Like that real talent isn't really pushed out there.
What's promoted is gross.
It is,
Almost,
yeah.
you
It's
know,
like
it's-
inverted. It's the inversion of talent. It's just fucking evil, downright. A lot of the mainstream stuff that's going out there.
Yeah.
I guess that's solely in like the like rap.
Well, no, I was thinking of the Sabrina Carpenter's
That kind of
type,
stuff, too,
like,
yeah.
It's like just nasty. I'm
Yeah.
like, what the hell's going on here?
Sexualizing children and young
Ugh.
women and boys, and
Well,
that's
the,
what.
the lyrics are trash and
Yeah.
and just kind of like what is the purpose of doing art and all that? Your expression, your like the sacredness of it. It's like, whoa, man, that's so far off the mark.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. That's my opinion, but yeah,
Mm-hmm. Well, it's like
you
know,
got to make your own market and your own, and it's not really about the market. It's more just like do your own thing and like not worry about what that shit is. But
like in that regard too, it's because we live in such a capitalistic society, right? So if you go to
Yeah.
the supermarket, you're not gonna find those great eggs from that farmer, you know, that's down the road that only has like 100 chickens, and they're all like, free roaming chickens, and you're getting that golden yolk off of that. And he's got a couple of cows, and he's making grass-fed butter, and the beef's all grass-fed, and you're not getting that when you go to Loblaws, right? But everyone's going to Loblaws because that's just in front of you. You know, that's the easiest thing to get, right? It's commercialized, right?
it's convenient.
So every aspect of human society has become commercialized. Whether it's our art, our sustenance, our politics. Everything is just commercialized. So you're only going to find those hidden gemstones if you go out looking for it, really.
Build it locally and yeah, just build grassroots connections.
That's the whole purpose of
This
this.
year, man, grassroots connections.
Yeah. It's hard to find it like in the cities as well. You know what I mean? You got to get out of the cities. People with any sanity are choosing to do so at this point.
Yeah, but all the people trapped right here in our own Vanier locale, there's like a lot of good talent and a lot of good people that want to. We just got to make our own little venues and little things happen.
Mm-hmm.
And just keep the energy going, I think.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, let's see here.
You want to do a song?
I was thinking about this one that I showed you a couple times. I tiptoe around you while eggshells are breaking. You drained all my blood, it's a beast that you're making. Don't tremble or hide, 'cause the reflection don't lie. You took every last drop and left me dry. You took every last drop and left me to die. A twist and a turn, the story keeps changing. My thoughts maladjusted from constant arranging. Never know who or how, with magic's disguise. Trust in your feelings and not in your eyes. So trust in your feelings and not in your eyes. We're thrown overboard to learn of God's power. We're thrown overboard to thrash in the waves. We're thrown overboard to meet the lost spirits. We're thrown overboard to sink to the bottom. Let's hope for the best and keep moving on upward. Outdated illusions like another bad dream. He sits hidden behind curtains with his pulleys and levers. His illusion of power don't have a hold on me. That illusion of power don't have a hold on me.
I love that song. It reminds me of The Wizard of Oz, and it just goes to show you like the power of darkness is actually just such a facade.
That's
at the end
what
of the
it
day.
is, man.
Like the minority of those that truly hold power, it's all an illusion. It's all dark magic. And as soon as you stop giving and feeding into that beast, it all dissipates. It all just dissipates. And that's the story, right? They're telling it allegorically in that film, and like you're reiterating it in that song, and it's just so, it's the truth, man.
Yeah, man.
And then we get back to programming, how we're programmed to feel powerless, and we feel like it's all overwhelming, right? And that's the spiritual warfare that's going on, man.
Yeah. We could be together in the light and loving and holding one another up and building each other up.
Yeah.
And just not listening to all the other noise, not rage baiting and clicking on the stuff that brings us to negative places. It's like you can't. We need more light, and the more we put that out, the better.
Mm-hmm. And the light starts within, right? That's the light of consciousness.
That's it, man.
You know, and you have to harness that within, because unconsciousness is dark, right?
Yeah.
It's like being at
it's
the bottom of
ragey.
the ocean.
Yeah.
What's being at the bottom of the ocean? It's beneath the surface, and you got to bring that all up to the surface so that you can see it, you can witness it. Shine a light on it, man. Shine a light
Look
in
at
your
the-
heart, in your mind. Observe.
Look at the festering wounds so you can heal them. All right. Well, keep your stick on the ice. What
Yeah.
else?
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. If anybody watched, leave a comment, suggestions, anything, challenges.
Yeah, if you want to come on the show too, you got something to say.
Yeah, let us know. We'll call you in. And yeah, keep putting positive ripples out there for yourself and your friends and family in the world. You need it.
We all do. Yeah.
All right.
Peace and love.
Peace and love.